Discriminant is the thing under the square root from yesterday. You guys remember what that was, the formula part?
Negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4c.
So just the part under the square root is what we call the discriminant. That's going to tell us a lot of different things, okay? Kind of give a little preview. We're going to solve some of these just like we did yesterday, okay? Yesterday when I was solving, what did I need my equations to look like? Equal to 0. So I'm going to move everything. I like my x squared positive, so I'm going to move everything to the left. X squared minus 4x plus 9 equals 0. That whole formula, like Hayden said, is negative b. First, let's talk about a. A is 1, b is negative 4, c is 9. So we have negative b, which is 4, plus or minus square root, b squared minus 4, a, c, all over 2a. What's up?
What's the address?
Which one's your?
Oh, darn.
Okay, using our super awesome mental math skills, what's negative 4 squared? 16. What's 4 times 1? What's 4 times 9? So what's 16 minus 36? Negative 20. So this simplifies to 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 20 divided by 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't here. How do you get the 4 in the front? Is it always a 4 in the front?
Yeah.
No, it's negative b.
Okay.
So since our b is negative 4,
Okay.
it becomes
Yeah,
positive.
there's 3 4s up there.
Okay, question. What's the square root of a negative? Can't be 1 for now. So if you get a square root of a negative, we write no solution.
See what I mean? Look at your poster. Again.
Square root of a negative, no solution.
Every problem has a solution.
The solution is my
That's illogical.
So no solutions are answered.
solution. Yes, no solution is our answer.
You always do the 2 1 thing at the bottom.
2 times a, whatever a is.
Okay.
Should probably watch the video on my buddy.
It's negative. It's also
Yep, since the square root's negative, it's no solution. Now that's not the same as like taking a negative squared. We can always square a negative. We just can't square root a negative. Okay? So when we got square root of a negative, we got no solution. This one, if I get it into our standard form, my a is 1, b is 4, c is 4. Set up your equation. And you're going to tell me what we get for the square root, okay? So solve for the square root. If you get done early, solve the whole thing. You got square root part figured out? 0. Yesterday, what did we learn about square root of 0? There is one answer, it's equal to 0. If I don't add or subtract anything, I just have negative 4 divided by 2, which is negative 2. So negative square root gives me no solution. Square root of 0 gives me one solution. Let's solve this one to figure out what's going to happen next. My A is 1, B is negative 4, C is negative 10. You figure out the square root part, the discriminant. Do we have the square root part figured out? No. 56. So I have a positive number. I'm not going to make you simplify this, but how many answers am I going to have? 2. So to answer this question, how are the solutions for a quadratic equation related to the graph? Well, this is just like when we found our two parentheses. What did those parentheses tell us when we solved for x? That very last thing we did. When we set it equal to 0 and solved for x, what did it tell us about a graph? Two points on the parabola where it crosses the x-axis. So it tells us where we cross, well, let's try to cross the x-axis, aka the zeros of the graph. So if our answer is no solution, how many times do you think it crosses the x-axis? 0. If we get one solution, how many times does it cross the x-axis? And if we get 2, it crosses twice. Can I go to the next slide?
That's the answer, just that.
Yeah, where it crosses. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So like I said, we're talking about the discriminant, just the part of this that is in the square root. Like we've kind of figured out, that tells us the number of real solutions. Later on in the year, we'll talk about complex stuff. Right now, we're keeping it simple with real solutions. So, like we said last time, when it's positive, when it's bigger than 0, how many solutions does it have? 2. When our square root's bigger than 0, we have 2 real solutions. When it equals 0, like that second one we did, how many solutions were there? 1. Yeah. 1 real solution. And another one got caught off, but when it's negative, how many solutions are there? None. So when it's less than 0, there are no real solutions. So we use the discriminant to tell us how many solutions there are, because if there's no real solutions, we don't want to go through the hassle of doing the whole formula only to get no real solutions, right? Plus you have to calculate it anyway, so it's just kind of a quick check as to how many solutions you should get. So we're only going to do the discriminant part, the square root part, okay? So in this first one, my A is still same way we figured out. A is 9, B is 6, C is 1. Remember, we're only talking about the discriminant part, that B squared minus 4AC. And you don't, I just wrote the square root of the habit, but you don't need to take the square root of that, just whatever B squared minus 4AC is. So like we did yesterday, my B is 6, so 6 squared minus 4, A is 9, C is 1. 6 squared gives me how much? 36. What's 4 times 9? What's 36 minus 36? So how many solutions are there going to be? One. There's going to be one solution. Right now, we're only talking about how many solutions there are. Okay, questions there? Okay, B, let's get it in our standard form. 9x squared plus 6x minus 4 equals 0. What's my A? 9. My B is? And my C is? B squared is how much? 6 squared. Minus 4 times my A is 9. C is negative 4. So 6 squared, still 36. What about this stuff? I know 4 times 9 is 36, but what's 36 times negative 4?
Negative 144.
So it's 144. What happens with my minus minus?
Cancel.
So I get a plus. So what's this equal? 180. So how many solutions are there going to be? If it's a positive number, there's how many? 2 solutions. Okay, questions there? Cruising right along. Okay, if you're ready, try the next one. We'll check the answers. Don't forget to get it in standard form. You ready?
Yeah.
What'd you get? What was the negative?
It's negative 4 times 9, which is negative 36. Negative 36 is 180.
So 36 minus 180. Megan says, what?
Square root of negative 144.
So I get a negative, so how many solutions are there? None. No solution. Everybody agree? Yes? Okay. One more. We can use discriminants to solve problems. I think for the most part, if it asks you a yes or no question, you can use discriminants. Okay? So like this one says, you hit a golf ball into the air from a height of 1 inch above the ground with an initial velocity, vertical velocity of 85 per second. Function h equals negative 16t squared plus 85t plus 1/12, and that models the height of the ball at time t in seconds. I want to know if the ball will reach a height of 120 feet. So what I mean by yes no questions, it doesn't ask how high it gets, doesn't ask what time, it just asks will it reach it. So we can simply use the discriminant, okay? How will I know if it does? How will I know if it's yes or no? The discriminant is what? Will it be yes? If it's 0, will it be yes? What about if it's positive? What about if it's negative? If it's negative, there's no solution, right? So we want it to be either positive or 0, right? So what should I do with the 120? It's a height. Where should I put it?
I think he just-
You should put it where?
I said he's scared of me.
Where should we put it, Jay?
You know?
H? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 120 for H. And then I got my function negative 16t squared plus 85t plus 1/12. What do I have to do? Move everything to one side, right? I like my t squared to be positive, so I'm going to move everything to the left. If you want to move everything to the right, go for it. I'm going to move it to the left. So 16t squared minus 85t plus 119, 11, 12. So isn't that just a great number? You can put it in decimal.
Isn't it?
No. If you moved it to the right. Negative. So I gotta figure out my ABC. What's my A? 16. What's B? Negative 85. And C is this lovely 119 and 11/12. Just because it's not pretty doesn't mean it doesn't work. Right? So I take my B squared, negative 85 squared, minus 4 times A, which is 16, times C, which is 119 and 11/12. Reminder, what is a negative squared? A positive, not a negative. Let me know what you get when you put that in your calculator. But yeah, if it was like a negative B plus or minus, then okay, rounding. How much do I get?
449 2/3.
So like almost negative 500, right? No? Yes.
No.
So if my discriminant is negative,
Negative 450. negative 4.
I got negative 499 2/3. Am I
I
wrong?
got 444.
No, I got that.
That's what you got?
Yeah, 449.
I got
You
449.
got 449?
449 2/3.
Okay, well, either way, it's negative, right?
Yes.
So if it's negative, if my discriminant is negative, how many solutions do I have?
None.
None. So the question asks, will it ever get that high? If I have no solution, will it ever get that high? No. Nope. Okay. Questions?